I just got home from the Major Wrestling Figure Pod Live 3 in Long Island. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm feeling pretty nice right now, thanks to Zack Ryder.
It's hard to believe that it's been 5 years since I was named Purple Best Wishes Shirt Guy, or Purps. But before I go into the story of the night I became Purps, I think we need to go back a little further as to what led to that night that I became Purple Best Wishes Shirt Guy. If we go back to 2011, this was the height of Z True Long Island Story. Zack Ryder was one of the hottest things in WWE. He was getting a big following online. I became a huge fan. Everybody knew I was a fan of his. I got my daughter to be a fan of his. I had dressed as him for Halloween in 2011.
You are Zack Ryder.
You know it, bro.
Actually, I don't know. I'm dead. I haven't watched wrestling in years.
Well, then you're missing the Ryder Revolution.
I am missing some kind of Ryder revolution.
Are you the broski of the week this week?
I don't know what he's talking about. This is some other kind of language.
Serious,
that he's
bro?
speaking of.
Brother!
What,
Are you serious,
Why
bro?
don't they just say brother? That's what we used to say
The
back in the
broski of the
day.
week.
Zack Ryder, what are you writing?
You need to take care, spike your hair.
And oh my God, you wasted money on this costume. Jesus Christ.
It was just like a reflection of myself, and one of the things I noticed he was doing at this time was collecting wrestling action figures, which was something I did as a kid when I was maybe 10, 11 years old and kind of grew out of it. But even when I stopped collecting, it was something I kind of kept track of from afar. Like I would go to Toys R Us and just walk through the wrestling figure section. I never purchased a figure, but I wanted to see who was in the latest classics line or what latest figures were coming out. So maybe as I got a little bit older and was making a little more money, I started kind of diving into eBay and collecting Hasbros. Funko Pops became really popular, so I was able to collect Funko Pops. I can also like venture out into non-wrestling Funko Pops, whether it be like movies I was into, TV shows, decorating my office with figures, and kind of just sticking to like figures I really liked. Fast forward 2018, Matt posts on Twitter, hey, we're gonna start a wrestling action figure podcast, would you listen? I said, yeah, of course I would listen. I was hooked, and it just kind of took me back to my childhood, hearing them talking about the bone crunching figures or Hasbros. Next thing you know, they're announcing they're doing live shows. Unfortunately, the first live show, despite being the one live show closest to me that I could have walked to in 10 minutes, I couldn't make it. I didn't have babysitting at the time, and it was solely on me. The podcast helped me get through a lot of what I was going through on my own at that time, and for like that hour or two a week, I was able to like escape and just listen to the guys. But I did make it to the signing at Access. I was able to finally meet the guys for the first time with my Stomp shirt, my Stomp dog tags, and I get my Elite figure signed. I was one of the first people on that line that just had Major Pod merch, and Matt immediately got up and said, hey, let's take a picture for social media, and I want to post it on our site. Took the picture on Matt's phone. Next thing I know, a couple hours later, everybody's sending me the photo on Twitter. They're sending me the photo on Instagram that they posted a photo with me. They announced they're starting a Patreon, and one of the perks of the Patreon was being a part of this Facebook group that the guys would be in interacting with us. And I thought, this is so cool. I'm going to get to like interact with Matt and Brian. I kind of introduced myself and said, hey, here's this photo of me as a kid with all of my action figures. And it took a while for people to kind of get comfortable and get to know each other. I think a lot of the excitement was not only just interacting with the guys, but also selling and buying. I would maybe win like a pop socket or win like a contest here and there. The first time he accidentally wrote Rob Bosch, which is like my biggest pet peeve, is when people call me Rob. And I think as he kept going, he started putting Rob on purpose. They announced, hey, we're doing a live show. It's a Monday night after Raw in Long Island. I need to make this show. I already missed the first two. And there was an ongoing joke on the pod where Matt would sign his autographs, best wishes. And somehow the joke kind of organically turned into a bar called Best Wishes Bar and Grill, which is what they ended up naming the bar for the evening for Live 3. And they showed the logo for the Best Wishes shirt. The first thing that stood out to me about this logo is that it doesn't look like a wrestling shirt. This is a shirt I can wear to a bar, to a party, to a night out, and it won't scream wrestling shirt. It just looks like a going out shirt. So that was like the first positive. I would have just grabbed the shirt in black, to be honest, but the only options were yellow, gray, and purple. Yellow, I'm not a fan of. Gray, by the time I would have arrived to the show, it would have been covered in sweat stains. And purple's always been one of my favorite colors. So I was like, all right, I'll grab the purple one. About a month before the show, I posted a picture of the shirt in the Facebook group, and Matt commented on it. Not once, but twice he commented on the shirt. I leave probably around 10 o'clock at night.
I'm on my way to the Long Island Railroad to the Best Wishes Bar and Grill.
I know that I'm going to be out there till about 4 in the morning because the bar closes at 4. The last train coming back home is at 4. My goal was to stay out there as late as possible. I didn't care. This was also the first show where the guys advertised that they were going to hang out after the show. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get a Long Island iced tea with Matt. That was my only goal going in. Like, let me just have my one Long Island iced tea with Matt. I'll leave a happy man. I guess it's a bit awkward at first because this is like the first live show since the Facebook group was created. My first live show, so I didn't know anybody. So I kind of just stuck to myself, had a quesadilla, had a Long Island iced tea. As I'm going in, they make a sign and release form for Ms. and Mrs., so that kind of gave away the big surprise guest. They gave us like a little goodie bag with a bunch of Summer of Stomp stuff. It was just a fun show top to bottom. It was one of the first times I actually saw the guys kind of like let loose.
Yeah, just get the fuck out of here.
It was my first time seeing Stang. I actually have the banner from the show. I got it a few months ago. Autographed by Matt, Mark, and Brian. I didn't even know who Mark was at that time. Mark! We do the meet and greets. Matt's complimenting this shirt from the start. We get a Long Island Iced Tea together. I get my selfie with Matt, and I just kind of hang out the rest of the night. I know Matt likes to tell it like I was following him around the whole night when I actually wasn't. I was actually pretty shy and pretty reserved, and I kind of just kept to myself.
The purple Best Wishes shirt guy. The first time I met him, he was so weird. He wouldn't leave my side. He just went his purple Best Wishes shirt.
Now he lives with Matt in his garage.
Oh man, he was such a punisher. Wouldn't leave me alone. Kept talking to me. Kept buying me drinks. I thought he was trying to kiss me, but it is what it is. I love him.
Then he gets a shot for everybody at the bar that was left, which is a shock in itself. He got us all Jägermeister shots.
We love you, Mark. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for everything, Mark. The smart Mark. And
And then from there, I go home. I'm exhausted, only to go to work the next morning.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, leaving Long Island, but I had a great fucking time. It's been a goal of mine to hang out and party and drink with Zack Ryder for 8 years now. I've been a huge fan of his forever, so this was fucking awesome. Thank you guys. I'm proud to be a major mark. Love you guys. Now I gotta make it back home.
It was worth it, and I tuned into the podcast, and to my surprise, they mentioned me.
Then there was the guy. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. You're wearing the purple Best Wishes shirt. He stuck around all night. He was awesome
he
too.
was in there in the trenches.
It just took off from there. I go to the Wrestling Universe store in Queens for the first time, and I decide I'm gonna wear my purple Best Wishes shirt there.
Did you see purple Best Wishes shirt guy went?
Yeah.
And I love that he's embraced.
He's embraced.
I don't know his name, but he's purple
That's
Best
fine.
Wishes
I
shirt
don't want
guy.
to know his name. I don't want to know it. He's purple shirt guy.
I love that he's got the purple. Like, I'm glad that I didn't get the purple shirt and he did.
Yeah.
Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. I love it.
Oh God, is this my gimmick now? Holy shit. What else can I do? I'm gonna embrace it. Where else is one of my favorite wrestlers gonna give me a nickname? I mean, I admit it would get annoying when I would post pictures not wearing the shirt. All I would just get is, why are you not wearing the shirt? That's not purple. Where's your purple Best Wishes shirt? What the fuck are you wearing?
this isn't a purple shirt. Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
I started having fun with it, whether it be like creating a custom action figure with the purple shirt. I got a retro ring and I spray painted it purple, and I ordered the stickers that were used for the ring at Live 3. and made myself a retro Purple Best Wishes ring. I created like the trading cards. At that point, I started just creating myself in the WWE 2K video games, which was a lot of fun.
Just steal the show.
The best, the witch guy.
I think the irony is if I went into that group and just said, hey everybody, call me Purple Best Wishes guy, I don't think it would have taken off the way it did. I think I would have just been seen as like somebody just coming into the group trying to get themselves over. I think it was just so organic, and that's what made it so special and so awesome. And then COVID happened and the pandemic hit. We were all stuck at home. And I think we all kind of looked to this podcast and the Facebook group as like kind of being there all for each other. Matt and Brian lost their jobs at WWE a month into the pandemic, which absolutely sucked. I think as that started going, we started making more friends in the group and people started getting to like know each other and started to share more about their personal lives than just wrestling or wrestling action figures. Now these people started to get to know me as Ron, not just as Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. And I would be on Boozing with the Toys, and I think that's where people just started calling me Purps. And I was like, is that like the Trips version of Triple H of Purps? And I was like, all right, cool. That's a lot easier to write than Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. I remember the Major Mark contest, and I think that was like my first time getting to like really show my creative side.
Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
What makes somebody a major Purp? Is it having every single piece of merchandise that's ever come out? No.
Did you see Purple Best Wishes shirt guy way?
Yeah. Is it dressing up as Zack Ryder for Halloween in 2011?
Then there was the guy, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. You were wearing the Purple Best Wishes shirt. He stuck around all night. He was awesome too.
He was in there in the trenches.
Is it having every single hat? No.
The guy who won the major war bonnet is at I am the Bosch man. Congratulations. Oh, that's Purple Best Wishes guy.
Yes. What it takes to be the Major Mark comes down to one simple thing.
I love that he's embraced. I don't know his name, but he's Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
I don't want to know his name. I don't want to know it.
And
He's Purple shirt guy.
And I love that he's got the purple. Like, I'm glad that I didn't get the purple shirt and he did. Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. I love it.
And I just remember like all the positive feedback from that video. And up until the week before, I was one of the heavy favorites to actually win the contest. Like I had no idea where I was going to hang that light. And hearing them put me over on the show the way that they did.
Yeah, one of the ones that I saw early that I was very impressed with was the Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
Yes.
And he doesn't have a ton of merch. He has merch, but he doesn't have nearly what...
his was really good. I love Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
It was great, but in his video...
He put a lot of effort into his
entertaining.
video. Yeah, very entertaining video.
Hearing those comments, that in itself probably meant more to me than actually winning the contest. I actually have my reaction where I tune in and I hear the results of the contest.
I'm going to listen. They're going to announce the Major Mark winner. I have no idea if it's me or not. I haven't seen anything posted in the Facebook group.
All right, the winner of this sign and this contest, Justin Walsh.
Purple Best Wishes guy had a really
Purple Best Wishes
video.
guy.
He was my winner for a long time in my head until he got.
Yep. Yeah, he did a great promo basically.
And congratulations, Justin Walsh. His video was awesome. I'm so happy that he was the one that won it, and he definitely deserves it. And he works so hard for the Major Pod with all the photos he takes, and he's just an awesome person to hang out with.
Hit the track 'cause I'm faded. Honey in the street, makes money on we faded. It feels so good in my hood tonight.
The fact that they singled me out the week prior to praise the video, that in itself meant so much to me, hearing all three of them put it over. So then the guys announced they're doing a live show in Baltimore, socially distant, following all the protocols, mask, all that stuff. And I said, all right, I gotta do this. I gotta get out of the house. I've been stuck at home all these months, barely doing anything. I'm gonna make this trip to Baltimore, get a hotel, finally get to meet a lot of these people for the first time. And then about 2 weeks before the live show, I lose my job. That was just such a huge blow to me. I felt more comfortable going into the Facebook group to announce it than I did on my own personal Facebook page. Just like the outpouring of support was so overwhelming, seeing how many people were like pushing me to like just keep my head up and like, you'll bounce back from this. I think that motivated me a lot. Financially, it didn't make sense to attend. And it sucked because I was really looking forward to it. I was looking forward to meeting so many people for the first time, so many people whose names I kept seeing pop up in the group, and I was so bummed. And there's part of me that looks back like maybe I could have just used those extra few $100 to just make that trip and kind of just cheer myself up. But I mean, like, there's nothing I can do about it now. I do thank the group and everybody in the group for like keeping me motivated during that time.
I think you got to get Purple Best Wishes shirts guy on.
Yes. Oh, he's on my list.
I think he's got an interesting story.
Around this time, I was invited to be on MWO, which was now a podcast about the podcast with Husvar, Jake, and Billy. And I was starting to get comfortable with them. I did a brief spot with them in one of their Facebook Lives.
So we got our next guest. He is the Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. He's been waiting a while, and now he's finally here. We plan on getting you on an official episode.
And Jake reached out to me saying, hey, we want to make some merch for you. I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. We're making pins. If I send you the 20 pins, will you sign them? You keep a few for yourself. I was like, oh, perfect. I didn't know I was supposed to sign them as my real name, so I signed them all as Purple Best Wishes shirt guy, instead of just signing them as Ronnie Bosch. A couple friends of mine picked them up. One somehow got to Cardona.
Are you going to keep it?
I'll keep it tonight, but it might go to my friend Duke.
So yeah, I make my appearance on the show. I just had a blast talking to those guys, and then I knew about the pin, but they surprised me with the sticker and with the purple MWO shirt, Purple Bosch Wishes, which you can actually search for and still find on Pro Wrestling Tees.
The broski of the week. So the broski of the week is I Am the Bosch Man. And if you're a major wrestling figure podcast fan, you know him as Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
Oh, he deserves it.
The same week that I was on MWO, I was also the broski of the week, which was pretty epic in itself.
Well, Purple Best Wishes shirt guy, you are officially the broski of the week. Congratulations, man.
Congrats.
I even posted in the Facebook group, Jericho might have beaten The Rock and Austin in the same night, but I'm on MWO and broski of the week on the same day. One day, I was shooting some B-roll for the 1-year anniversary of Quarantine, and I decided to stop at the Target on my block and just see what wrestling figures they had there. It was always hit or miss in that spot. I see a guy, his back is facing me, but he's wearing a Major Pod hat, but it's backwards, so I see the Major Pod logo, and I think I'm wearing my Major Pod hat as well, and he's like, oh, hey, what's up? Are you in the Facebook group? I'm Mike LaPuma. And I was like, oh, hey, I just heard your episode on MWO a couple weeks ago. What's up? It was like a quick interaction, and that was it. And we went our separate ways. He messages me. He's like, hey, let's grab a pic real quick. It's like the first time LaPuma and I met. And then a few weeks later was WrestleMania in Philly. I still hadn't gotten my new job yet. I can afford this right now. My bills are paid. Everything's covered. I'm going to make it to this. I want to meet these people for the first time. I get there. I meet Husvar and Jake. So many people that I'm meeting for the first time. And even though we had to wear masks, like, it was also tough to like recognize people. I think I was easily recognizable because I'm wearing a purple shirt.
The purple MWO shirt. He turned on us. Purple Best Wishes guy.
Are you building a brand behind
Somebody who'll
Broski's
build their
back?
own brand behind my back.
And like, my only regret was getting such an early train to come back home. Had I known everybody was going out to eat afterwards, I definitely would have stayed out there another couple of hours. And then shortly after that, I got my job. So I was like, all right, now I'm back in business. Now I can start attending things now that the pandemic is kind of like dying down and people are going out again. People are doing things again. Shows are running again. I'm going to start making it to these events. So I hit that summer of 2021 and I hit the ground running, and I didn't waste any time. First, we had Live 8 in Baltimore. This is fitting because I missed the last live show. Now I can finally make it. We don't have to wear masks. Not in the middle of November, so we can actually enjoy the nice weather. And it was like a tropical theme, so I wore the MWO shirt that was themed for the show. I remembered what it was that made me fall in love with that show 2 years prior. It was my first time vlogging a live show.
Spend my days working hard on the go, but the hands on the clock keep spinning too slow, cause I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight.
Perfect timing. The Live 8 photos are up on the screen. That's one of my favorite ones right there, the group photo with everybody. We went back to the hotel to hang out. I switched into my Purple Best Wishes shirt, got to like really hang out with Husvar and get to know him. We went back to Jimmy's the next day for brunch before I took my train home. I think I had reached a point in my life where I wasn't expecting to make many new friends in my mid-30s. And here I am like meeting all of these people from all around the country and connecting with them because we met in a Facebook group about a podcast about wrestling toys. And then from there we go.
I want to give a shout out to my mama fucking MDK gang member Bosch, the Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
I go out there with Tommy, Andrew, and Adam. But we get there, we bump into Matt in the lobby, we have a few drinks before the show, we meet up with everybody else and take pictures on the boardwalk. My first time experience a GCW show at that level. Little did we know what to expect with Matt and Nick Gage, but it was a shit show. We were the biggest enemies in that place because we were the only group of people supporting Matt. Everybody else was there to see him get his ass kicked. After like getting destroyed the whole match, he wins. The celebration that took place after the show is one of the most epic things I've ever been involved in. Like, we had people literally screaming at us, cursing at us. Fucking ripping the heads off of Cardona figures. For this to be my first wrestling event post-pandemic, like, I don't think anything can ever top this night. Not just seeing Cardona win, but just that reaction that we got from all of the other like MDK fans. That was truly the night that bonded so many of us, major marks. Doing karaoke afterwards and eating and drinking. Unfortunately, at that point, there were no more buses running back home for me. So I ended up staying at La Puma's house. I myself, as a father, I don't know if I would have done the same for somebody I barely know, but like, he had that trust in me. And
I risked my life to see you win this.
And the summer just kept rolling. Another live show in Boston, Kowloon. I wasn't missing this. I'm like, you know what? I'm taking advantage. I'm going to go to all these shows. This one was like a red carpet theme.
Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. Has the purple shoes on.
Sparkly blazer, sparkly shoes that got ruined before I even went into the show.
Hey Ron, what happened?
I have no fucking clue.
On your fucking fresh kicks, bro.
We had a blast. We hung out after the show. Matt and Brian just chopping people. Everybody's chopping each other. I didn't want to be chopped. The more I'm attending these events, like, the more I just feel like such a part of this community. And once again, I was stranded because there were no buses, trains, planes, anything going back to New York because there was a hurricane coming. And this time I went to Mike. I was like, hey man, can you just get me into Jersey at least? Drop me off by your place and I'll take the train home, or anywhere that like I can just get home. And he dropped me off at my building, and like, he didn't even have to do all that.
To broski.
Another friendship I was creating at this time was Husvar and Tommy. We were able to like attend all of these events. We attended the Mandy's signing and eating the donuts. We go to GCW at Hammerstein. We go to Backlash in Rhode Island. And even when Tommy couldn't make it, it would just be me and Husvar, where we're going to GCW shows in Rhode Island. We're going to the Stamford Food Festival for him to finally meet Liv Morgan for the first time. We're attending AEW Grand Slam. Like, I finally found somebody that I can travel with and go to like all these events with, like Husvar. And then that fall, we attend the live recording at the Wrestling Universe in Long Beach. And this was actually my first time going back since becoming Purple Best Wishes guy. We stopped there to get something to eat. I was waiting for the show to start. And it was there that Mike announced myself and a bunch of other major marks were renting out an Airbnb in Orlando for the upcoming live show. And we had been planning it for a while, but Mike announced it on that show. Myself, La Puma, the 3 MWO guys, Carrie, and Alejandro, who I hadn't met yet, but he was also from California with Carrie. Okay, this guy seems pretty cool. I get out there, I meet up with Mike and Husvar at the Orlando airport, and we're the first 3 to go to the house. We're all just like horsing around, bugging out.
All right.
Everybody say, get out.
Yo, you're gonna break the fucking table. Oh my god.
Oh! Where is my mattress? Oh, my dick. Oh.
The next morning, Carrie and Alejandro make it. We go visit the famous Super Gabby.
That guy. Hey, purple guy.
We go to the Hogan gift shop. We go eat. Then we go pregame and get ready to go to the live show at the Tin Roof.
That's how you skip the fucking line.
Baby, you're the real one that saves me.
The show itself is probably like the last thing I'm worried about.
Time to talk, let's go!
The real draw of these shows is hanging out afterwards.
Up in here, up in here.
I'm happy I'm here. I love the major marks and cheers.
Let's get it on.
And then the next day, we all go to Disney World together. And this is my first time not going with family, going with friends as adults.
Shaking Jamaican. We're in Epcot, gonna go drinking around the world.
Cheers. Cheers. Alejandro's tummy is a little iffy.
My tum-tum doesn't feel too good.
It was just like an epic weekend. It was so epic that we did it again the following year. This time it would be myself, Mike, and Alejandro, and April in the house. And we attended Disney not once, but twice. So we went to Disney the day before the live show.
Use your imagination.
No, I don't like this. No.
Come on, get those hands up, Ron.
Attended the live show.
Purple.
The Purps though.
There was a performance afterwards with the Tin Band. That's Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie, doing a bunch of awesome cover songs. Maybe because we were the loud table and we were talking too much.
We are here. We are wearing pants.
I don't really remember much from the show itself.
We're gonna make this show fucking fun.
I don't even know anymore, man. I'm so fucked.
That's not what I was there for. I was there to party. I was there to hang out. And then we go to Disney again the next day.
Look at those guys.
Yeah.
Mike, Alejandro, and I became such a tight trio, pretty much inseparable. We talk every day. Year rolls along, we attend even more events. Once again, GCW Homecoming, they're doing a wedding angle now where Matt and Chelsea are renewing their wedding vows. It was just so entertaining, ending with Nick Gage destroying everybody.
Are you okay, Chelsea? You don't deserve this.
And again, we attend Boston, Kowloon. We make more of a trip out of it. We go out there the day before, we visit Salem, attend the show the next day, and party all night. And I had one of the worst hangovers of my 30s. Thanks, Hornswoggle. And
all of the Terramana that I threw into my Mai Tais. So thank you, Husvar. The guys also created their own federation. It started off as a podcast, Fantasy Booking Figures, which became a real fed. And at first it started off as a closed set thing, but then they did FWF3. I decided to take Natalie with me. This would be the first wrestling event she attends with me in years.
Natalie, your father travels the country wearing a purple shirt that says Best Wishes Bar and Grill. I apologize for that, but he's a great guy. Happy birthday.
She was a fan of Matt when she was a lot younger, so she got a photo with him. I got a photo with the three of us. I got an awesome photo with Chelsea and Deanna.
Like, why do they have an old guy pouring beer in people's mouths and beating people with sticks?
The number one moment here was Sandman finally pouring beer into my mouth after many failed attempts. This is actually the can used to pour the PBR into my mouth during that segment. I submitted the picture for major PBR post of the week and it won. Now all of a sudden there is a maroon Best Wishes shirt guy.
It was maroon, I would say.
It's like a light maroon.
Maroon Best Wishes guy and purple Best Wishes guy having a moment at
Holy
FWF3.
shit.
And I even went on to meet Sandman wearing the maroon Best Wishes shirt. Fast forward a year later, I win a raffle to do a segment with Heath on FWF5. I don't know what the segment is until I arrive. They hand me this red Best Wishes shirt and they say, you're going to hand it to Heath before his match and kind of just wish him luck. And I was like, all right, awesome.
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
Purple Best Wishes shirt guy.
Oh, my
Joe,
goodness.
nice to
I heard
see you.
about you, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you're the redheaded rebel.
Damn right I am.
I think you need some Best Wishes tonight.
Oh, beautiful.
Red Best Wishes shirt guy.
Dude, yes. This is nice. Thank you so much.
Matches the belt, matches the hair.
Damn right it does. It's going to match really well when I wear it out.
So now we have Red Best Wishes shirt guy, Heath Slater. So now I'm kind of creating this little stable. I even created the three of us in the WWE 2K game. And I cannot forget the second Best Wishes guy.
All the way from California. Yellow Best Wishes.
This goes back to when I appeared on NWO and I mentioned the yellow Best Wishes shirt. And I think Jake said playing around like, hey, if anybody has the yellow Best Wishes shirt, let us know. And Sal from California purchased the shirt and I fully embraced it. I was like, awesome. Now I have another Best Wishes guy, one of the nicest guys in the group. Are there any more colored Best Wishes? Who knows? Time will tell. Now, I was at FWF 3 and 5. The reason I missed 4 was because it was the weekend of my birthday. And if there's anything that surpasses Purps, it's Boshtober.
Happy Boshtober, but you're not here at FWF. What the fuck, dude? Piece of shit.
I decided to throw it in Atlantic City because there would be a GCW show that weekend. So I was like, you know what? Let me just put it all together. And I invited some fellow major marks, Nicholas Christian, aka Dingus the Clown.
Boshtober!
Harry and Alejandro came all the way from California to Atlantic City to celebrate with me. We went out to the beer garden.
To Boshtober.
To Boshtober.
What the fuck did I do to you?
Happy boy. We went out to Boogie Nights that evening and danced to disco music.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Give me a man after midnight.
And then the next day we went to GCW. I joked with April saying, well, you got your ring for your birthday. I'm getting my ring for my birthday. I even got a picture with Bussy. Tommy even got Alley Catch to wish me a happy birthday leading into BT and AC.
Listen up, fuckers. Are you ready for Boshtober? Yeah, you fucking heard me. Boshtober, Atlantic City, October 8th. Are you gonna be there? Because Alley Catch is gonna be there for the best fucking birthday weekend ever.
And if you notice that awesome shirt that I'm wearing throughout the weekend, that's Purple Birthday Wishes shirt guy. Joey Hudson created a 2K fed where we can just do promos and create our own storyline. So I went in there as Purps. I feel like I kind of created this character where I'm like over the top happy, but deep down, like I get really pissed off, like this initial promo that I did. Hi, as many of you know, I am Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. And I am here in the MEWF to spread joy and positivity to all because we are all one big happy family.
Unless you're right, you can all fuck yourselves.
That being said, my mission here is just to be positive because I just love everybody. Then I had like all of my awesome promos leading into my feud with Joey Hudson.
You're not booked, Purps.
What do you mean I'm not booked? I'm starting to feel a little left out here. Best wishes. I can go on and on about all of the events, like the toy drive where we have a chance to give back, not just to meet all of the wrestlers I would have a chance to meet and show up in my wrestling related holiday sweater, but just to like give back, even if it wasn't like the most expensive figure. Some kid might see that Keith Lee figure and it'll make his Christmas. I don't know. Sometimes I can be going through the worst shit and then seeing everybody and attending these events could be like the one thing I need that like lifts my spirits. Bring it full circle this year, WrestleMania week. Back in Philly, I would be with Mike and Alejandro most of that weekend. I can look back and probably say the road trip was maybe the highlight of my trip. Just see the bond we've built over the last few years where we're just having a blast, bugging out, acting silly in the car.
You want to check in and see if we park in there?
Okay.
We'll be here. Fucking rock comes out. Where the fuck?
Attending the live show in Philly, once again, where it's like, let's just finish the show and hang out. Going to WWE World, where I saw that Hogan was doing this signing, and I said, you know what? I've met Hogan in the past. I don't need a photo with him alone. I need a photo of the three of us with Hogan. I'll pay for it. I don't care. I don't know. I think it was just one of those things where it's like, this is the perfect way to commemorate this weekend. And then from there, going to WrestleMania.
Who you got tonight?
Roman. Seeing Cody finish the story, just having a blast sitting with Alejandro. Mike was there with his son. I think that was just like the perfect way to wrap up this 5-year journey of like all the friendships I've made in this group, where I can look back and say, yeah, it's been awesome seeing Matt and Brian and Mark and Swoggle, even like the extended characters on the pod, whether it be Chelsea, who's always been a sweetheart, and SDL, who's done a great job, Joe Shoes, a Stang, Steve Believe, VSK, Leo Sparrow, Jay George and his crazy editing, Kanik, who's done an amazing job with all of the merch, TTD and his amazing designs. So many awesome people I've met through the group, but like the true essence of this group, of me being Purps, is the friendships I've made. People like the MWO guys, Eamon, Tommy, the Ciscos, Joey Hudson, Aaron Ortiz, Mary Kate, Ken Bruno, Danny Blanco, who also does an amazing job taking photos. Stripper John, you just never know what's gonna happen next with him. Nick Thompson, Josh Stapleton, Chris Wayne and his amazing cosplay. Tugboat guy, who was the original guy before me. And Jeff, who is always the first person to watch anything I post. I feel like the list goes on and on. Even like the closer friendships I've made, like a Carrie.
Does your alley catch ass glass?
Like an Alejandro.
I don't want to go home. I just got here. These trips aren't long enough, dude.
Like a Husvar.
Shout out to my gang.
Like a La Puma.
Mike.
Oh, shit. What's up, Ron? How you doing?
These are people that I'm inviting to the most important day of my life. People that I didn't even know existed 5 years ago.
Ron E. Bosch, Purple Best Wishes shirt guy, my biggest big boy purchase of all time. I missed Live 13 because I already had a trip to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, planned with my now fiance and her family. I knew this would be the perfect time to pop the big question during our family photo shoot.
Oh, man, congratulations, dude.
On the beach on our birthday. So, yeah, congrats.
Congrats, Purple Best Wishes.
Is the color of the wedding going to be purple?
Purple Best Wishes and the Misses.
That is like the one thing I can think of to like sum up what the last 5 years have meant. It's gotten to the point where it's just like, okay, that's just a shirt that I wear to the events and the name that I use on my vlogs. But like the people that have gotten to know me as Ron, I wish I could use photos and videos from my wedding as B-roll right now, but it's not happening for a few more months. Thank you to everybody that has made the last 5 years so epic through so many difficult times and so many happy times in my life. You have all been there for me. I look forward to what the next 5, 10, 15 years of Purps hold. I hope this community continues going. I hope this family that we've all created, this bond that we've all created, continues on and doesn't just fade away. Even if the guys get signed to WWE and are told you have to stop the podcast, I would like to think that our friendships will continue past the podcast. I would like to think that we've all created that bond that goes deeper than, hey, we know these wrestlers that talk about toys. Thank you guys for tuning in to something I've I've wanted to do for a while, looking back at my 5 years of Purps. And I feel like I could have gone on and gone into more details, but you can check out the vlogs for that to see me go into more detail on these events. But this was more to just sum up my time as Purps. Cheers. Best wishes.
Hi.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in best wishes. I believe in best wishes. Cause you love them in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in best wishes. I believe in purple best wishes shirt guy.